I was taken to church every Sunday morning. I believed because I didn't know any better, but when I was 6, what I witnessed had destroyed my hope. When I was 13 there was a war. Many hid in their houses, yet as I looked out I saw what was spoken about in the instant as a miracle. Thousands of religious people, prompted by the Church of England and led by the bishops and ministers and all in charge of the church, took to the streets. They knelt down and prayed. Some took candles for night. They stayed there for hours. Friends, neighbours, everyone who believed joined together. Almost as soon as it had begun, the news crews were out there recording this event. It was enlightening, inspiring. Then the planes came. The bombs fell. The prayers shredded. That was when I got my true first glimpse of reality. For the next week there were all sorts of arguments. Atheists saying, "Where is your God now?" and religious people saying that their God had removed them off the earth to a better place. So much disharmony. The dispute between religion and non-believers continued. Finally a move was made, and the war around them became the war at home. Everyone fought with each other for every difference they could find. Gender, sexuality, religion, eye colour, hair colour, height, weight, and anything people could think of they would fight about, until no one was left. No one but the ones who refused intolerance. I was one of those that were left. Even at the age of 13 my only thought was why. Why be intolerant of each? There are so many ways to compare one from another. If we all hated one thing that made people different to us, no matter how much we loved everyone else, we would all die out. If one person hated brown hair, someone with brown hair hated homosexuals, someone homosexual hated people with ginger hair, some with ginger hair hated religious people, some religious hated non-religious people, and that non-religious person hated people with brown hair, then the dominoes of intolerance would fall, and all would die, until there were only the tolerant ones left. When I saw this travesty, I turned to my fairy tales and children's storybooks which I had treasured so closely, and threw them into the flames. How could I live surrounded by this fakery, suffocated by illusion? Then the silence fell, and I stepped outside. I was standing on the ruins of a broken earth. I was left, but who else? The bodies littered the streets, and for the first time I cried not for the mentality of humanity, but for humanity itself, for I may have hated it, but it was all I knew.